Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00. This is my Law and Theories video series. In this episode we look at the energy source of the Forerunners and how they defiled the mantle of responsibility before they even got started. Humanity's primary power source in the Halo universe during the 26th century comes from advanced nuclear fusion systems. Exquisite control of fusion has led to the miniaturization of a fusion reactor that powers the phenomenal Mjolnir-powered assault armor and its various platforms. The Covenant's primary power source comes from pinch fusion reactions, a more crude but overall very effective means of generating immense energy in the form of a highly charged plasma medium. This has its inefficiencies due to the immense heat and density of such a medium, but still powered the Covenant's largest ships and space stations, and even smaller items like their stationary plasma batteries, and even the elite combat harness. But what do Forerunners use as an energy source? Their constructs are, without exception, some of the largest structures in the galaxy, and thus would require an exponentially larger source of energy than fusion could possibly provide them. So what is it? This excerpt comes from chapter 33 of Halo Silentium and states the following. As the reflective orb rotates beneath my ship, I see also the outstretched, feather-like plumes of vacuum energy pylons, drawing in the potential of an infinity of alternate realities, aborting untold numbers of nascent universes to supply Requiem's power. Strange that these cosmic deaths have never before struck me as cruel and futile. All of Forerunner technology has been made possible by drawing down vacuum energy. My own life, all that I know, arises out of cosmic predation. Further still, in Halo Last Light, the following excerpt can be found. Fred stood on the brink of creation, watching universes wink into being, then swell into silvery eggs of brilliance, and implode into nothing. He saw galaxies spin up from the emptiness and send their arms whirling off across the void, saw their cores collapse into holes that were deeper and darker and hotter than any hell that man had ever imagined. He saw the birth of all things and the end of everything, saw the wave of eternity roll across a universe of universes and swallow them in the blink of an eye. This implies, well, practically confirms one simple and resounding fact. The Forerunners are jerks.
You make a fair, if uncomfortable, point.
In all seriousness, the Forerunners draw their energy from a nearly infinite source, vacuum energy. Vacuum energy is defined as being an underlying background energy that exists in space throughout the entire universe. Although not thoroughly understood, it is surmised that one possible contribution to the vacuum energy may be from virtual particles, which are thought to be particle pairs that blink into existence and then annihilate in a time span too short to observe. But evidently, the Didact's aforementioned observations suggests that the Forerunners' particular form of vacuum energy actually harvests untold numbers of separate realities, basically capturing new universes as they're about to explode into their own big bangs and commence a near timeless process of expansion, birth and rebirth of life, and instead effectively aborts the infantile universes and harvests them for the incredible energy they contain. When you think about it, the Forerunners' entire empire, their culture, their technology, their legacy is powered by killing and aborting countless new universes and realities, and all of the possible life they could have harboured and developed. Time, we now know, is not linear. We experience it as linear, past, present, and then future, but the true nature of time is simultaneous time. Past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. They all coexist, all share the universe at the same quote-unquote time. This means that the Big Bang isn't in the past, it's still happening. You are not born, you are always being born, and indeed, you are always dying. You just lack the ability to articulate and comprehend this reality. So now I've uprooted your understanding of your own reality. Focus in and visualize this for me for a second. Think of all that we see in the universe at this time. Think of the millions of species alive here on Earth alone. The lives you lead, the lives of your family, your parents, your children. Now consider That all takes place on one planet that orbits a single star in a galaxy full of approximately 100 billion stars, over half of which likely to have planets orbiting them that may harbour life of their own. Consider that our galaxy is just one in 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe. Imagine all of that, all of the potential for life, for love, for progress. Imagine the near infinite possibilities, all that is, has been, and will be. And now imagine that the moment of creation, which is technically right now because it's always happening, remember? At the moment of creation, the universe is halted and siphoned of its near perpetual energy, irreparably damaging the universe and devouring it until it simply winks out of existence and is gone forever. And never, in all versions, realities, or creations to follow, will it ever return as it is. That is what the Forerunners use for their energy. The mantle of responsibility governs the protection of all life, the understanding that life is sacred, and the concept of living time, that the universe is alive, that life is simply a causative effect of the universe experiencing itself through the sentience and consciousness of life. Not only have the Forerunners defiled the mantle by killing their creators, the precursors, although I'm not convinced the Forerunners even achieved that. Not only did they defile the mantle by activating the halo array and destroying all life in the galaxy, reseeding life being a relatively moot point at this stage, but they also preyed on and devoured countless universes and the near infinite lives they could have lived, simply to power their empire. And they think themselves the ones worthy to hold the mantle of responsibility? The Forerunners dare to call humans savage and barbaric. The Didact dared to liken us to beasts. The Forerunner are a cruel and unforgiving species. A species the galaxy is better off without, but a species that I highly doubt we are done with yet. As Fourth Hencho, the Lord of Admirals, once said when reminiscing on ancient humanity's greatness, now that the Forerunners have succumbed either in battle or from the shaping sickness, they have left behind just a few confused servants and many, many humans awaiting a new time, a new mandate. And that mandate is: avenge the fallen, rise from defeat, rise from the dead. The promise is simple: freedom, support, weapons unimagined in all of our previous wars. Humans will fight Forerunners again and defeat them. Thanks for watching. Stick your comments down below and I look forward to what you have to say. If you're new to the channel and like lore theories and Halo technology being analysed at insane levels of detail, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so next time I put a video out you're told the second it hits the shelves. I want to thank the Halo community over at Amino for their support of the channel and my rambling blog posts over there. If you're not already a member, I strongly recommend you jump aboard, link is in the description. Also, if you really like the channel, consider popping over to Patreon and give whatever support you can over there. It massively helps me out and frees up more time for me to put into this Halo content. Thanks again everyone, now go rest your brain.